back at Willard High School for district semifinal number 2 in Division 4. Top-seeded Seneca East taking on the Cinderella 6th seed Lucas Lady Cubs. Can the pride of Richland County pull off the upset, or can Seneca East get themselves another date with Monroeville in the final? We'll find out live and free on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
Very nice look to Denbo. Beautiful behind the back move. Oh my goodness, ankle breaker. And it's the shot. Wow.
Are you aggressive in traveling? Are you trapping?
Inside to Holloway. 2-on-2 fast break. Ramsey has it, takes it herself. Off the glass. And Curfew comes back.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
I'm Travis Big League Berardi. Catch me every week with my Country Roads rankings. We'll go over the small school top 10 football schools here in the area.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Willard High School for district semifinal number 2 in Division 4 between top-seeded Seneca East and 6th-seeded Lucas. Hi, everybody. Travis back, but now with the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garret, I think we're going to be in for a good one here.
Yeah, Trav, exciting night up here, at Willard. We've seen, a little bit earlier, Monroeville sweep Buckeye Central. We got another N10 team here. Seneca East, the Tigers here up at Willard taking on MBC's, the Lucas Cubs. The Cinderella story, Trav, you mentioned a couple times here today. They knocked off St. Paul in 4 sets just a couple nights ago. Now on to the district semifinal against Seneca East.
So we welcome you inside the Stove Depot pregame. Thank you to the fine folks at the Stove Depot in Lucas for sponsoring this pregame. And let's start with the top seed, the Seneca East Tigers. 19-4, 10-4 in that tough Northern 10 conference. Funny thing, they faced Lucas in the 2 of the last 3 years and have come out on top. 5 players with over 100 kills. It's a very balanced squad, and they average 3.4 aces per set, something they did in their 3-0 sweep of South Central in the sectional final.
Yeah, Trav, you mentioned they beat South Central in the big sweep, and I got to see this team against Buckeye Central very early in the year, however, and they did beat Buckeye Central in that one in 5 sets, and I believe they also swept them later in the year, Trav, as you mentioned. So, and that's the first time Seneca East had beat Buckeye Central since 2018, so that's kind of, Seneca East, they're on the uprising here in the Northern 10. They finished second, tied with Crawford there, so good team in the Tigers. There's really not much else to say other than they're a really well-balanced team, Trav.
And in game number 2 of the season, they beat the victors of the other semifinal earlier, Monroeville, 3-1. One of the reasons why they're so successful, Madelyn Boes, the senior, 292 season kills, which is good enough for 3rd in the Northern 10, 48.5 kill percentage, also 3rd in the Northern 10, which is pretty much 1 out of every 2 swings goes for a kill, and she's hitting .382. Pretty darn good.
And you mentioned it, Trav, about the Northern 10. You got to talk about Northern 10 volleyball. I mean,
yeah,
like
the top,
like loaded.
Top 4 squads. We'll show you the standings here in a little bit, but yeah, what a top-heavy district. Well, conference with district seeds 1, 2, or 3 out of 5 of the top 5 teams all have top seeds, which is great for that conference. It's so exciting, and I can't even talk right now. So I'm just gonna switch over to the Cinderellas, the Lucas Lady Cubs, 16-8, 8-2 in the Mid Buckeye Conference. Finished 2 games behind Loudonville. They upset 4th-seeded St. Paul, or 3rd-seeded St. Paul, 3-1. For their first sectional championship since 2013. As a team, they're hitting .222, and they average 3 aces per set as well.
And I heard, Trav, that Coach Paige Sauter was a junior on that.
Yes, she was.
That team that was the last team to win the sectional title here for Lucas since 2013. So almost a decade ago. The Cubs haven't been here in a minute, but they're here this year in 2022. We'll see if they can maybe upset the Tigers and keep this Cinderella story going. They got one of the best players in the area, not only in Richland County, but that's our player spotlight. I'm going to go ahead and assume, Trav.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. One, Shelby Grover. She is on your screen right now. 397 total kills, 57.5. So over half of the time she swings, it's a kill, and she is almost hitting 500. So not only her swings half the time don't go for errors or out of bounds, but more than half of them go for kills as well as the all-around. And I said during the first match, some of the Lucas folk I put out on Twitter, I said this is going to be a great one of the best players in Richland County, and a bunch of them said, you know what, she is the best player in Richland County. I can't say that I didn't see all the teams in Richland County, but I will say this, the best all-around athlete to ever come out of Lucas High School. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, Trav, I tend to agree with you.
Yeah.
And I've seen a couple great volleyball players, and Shelby Grover definitely has to be up there somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
Her name has to be, written in the stone up there. I'm trying to think all the teams that I've seen. I've seen some great, Maddie Daniels from Monroeville, a great player. Shelby Grover's got to be up there. I mean, there's just countless of names, but
well, that's why I said Richland County.
Right. You can't mention Lucas volleyball without putting Shelby Grover in that conversation.
Speaking of Richland County, Lady Lex taking on Vermilion in a Division II district semifinal up at Seneca East. They're leading top-seeded Vermilion right now, 6-2. So we'll keep a close eye on that match as well. But
Seneca East got a cool gym.
Hayden and I were up there for the Galleon Crawford match last night.
Yeah.
They got some new paint on the floor, which is really, really cool. As you take a look at Lady Lex, both teams are purple, but Lex is on the left side of your screen. So 2 Richland County squads playing in a district semifinal. Haven't won a district since 2018 when I believe your Crestview Cougars
I was.
were in the districts.
I was also a Crestview Cougar then, but yeah, they did win that one, and I remember they went up to play Huron Trav and couldn't get it done, but in the district, but they were able to win, or no, they did get it done in the district, excuse me, but yeah, Trav, it's not been very friendly to Richland County foes, the past couple seasons, but that could change here tonight, Trav.
Absolutely.
If Lucas gets the Cinderella story going.
This is why you play the game, right?
Exactly.
If Grover and company, is that Lexington match tied at 5. Lexington in 2017 made a regional championship match, but those are the last 2 times we had sectional champions. Until this year, there's 2. As we're getting things started down on the floor. I want to welcome everybody watching live and free, as always, on the OH Report. Leave us a line, comment on our Facebook and YouTube, and we'll shout you out during the match when we have a moment. And there's already a ton of comments. Mary, let's do it, Lady Cubs. Phil, you got this, Tigers. Preston, come on, Shelby. Ellen, good luck. Lucas. As they begin to announce the starters. I'm guessing because we had the anthem in the first match, we won't do that again. So let's take a look at the roster players from both sides. First, for the top seed, the Seneca East Lady Tigers. Boes, Bogner, Alexander, Cheek, Kagi, Boes, Stanley, Gardner, Stiverson, Drown, Neville, Daniel Chapman, and Snay under head coach Greg Hendricks. For the Lady Tigers, who finished tied for second with Colonel Crawford behind Mohawk. Mohawk is a top seed in their district. Colonel Crawford was in the district semifinal, losing a tough one to Galleon last night. You have Seneca East here carry the number 2 seed in that in a district with Tiffin Calvert, who's always a state contender. And then you had Buckeye Central, a top 4 seed. So 5 of the 8 teams in the Northern 10 Conference had a top 4 seed in their district. That's just phenomenal for them. And you know what else is phenomenal? The year that Lucas has had, as you take a look at their roster, the 2 Cockerty sisters, as well as Abigail Smith, Osborne, Midkiff, Boyer, Strickler, Olivia Brown, Amaya Howard, Shelby Grover, Cameron Blackledge, Samantha Darling, Addison Melton, Sydney Blackledge, and they also added Maggie Ristelli, the freshman, in there as well for the Lady Cubs in the Mid-Buckeye Conference. 2 games behind Loudonville. Loudonville beat them twice in a competitive match. They swept the rest of their opponents in conference: Mansfield Christian, Central Christian, Crestline, and St. Peter's. As we are just about ready to go. Lucas, you've seen Seneca East play. You've seen Lucas play. What do the Lady Cubs need to do to stay in this and maybe pull off the upset?
Trav, they have to win the first set. I think if they want to win this game against Seneca East, a very tough team, they have to win the first set, because not only it's going to be tough to be able to drop sets against Seneca East. They don't allow you to come back from deficits, and not only that, just to get some confidence out of these girls. I mean, I know that long travel up here, the nerves are probably getting to you. You're playing at Seneca East, one of the best teams here in the area. You're the underdog. Everybody's counting you out. But you're the Cinderella story. You got the community behind you. Lucas always travels well. It's
absolutely.
a great fan base out here, and they're going to be cheering you on in our comment section. For them to win the first set, I think will be pivotal and pretty crucial for them.
And I will say this, they have a bigger crowd than Buckeye Central brought. And Seneca East over here has a decent crowd as well. As you see across the way, too, in the yellow, those Lady Eagles of Monroeville are waiting for one of these winners in a district championship that you will see live and free on the OH Report on Thursday evening. But we still have one more team to get there. We'll find that out here in the next hour and a half, as it looks like the Lady Tigers will serve to start things off. As for Seneca East, you just got to play your game, right?
Yeah, you can't you can't be having any miscues. You got to play your game. Stay on your P's and Q's. No need to make any errors, have any service errors, Trav. Just do what you do. There's no need to change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've done this all season long. They should be the favorite in this matchup, but they can't overlook the Cubs is another aspect to look at.
And we are underway, and it's an ace to start off. Talked about the aces by Seneca East. And they get one to start here. Kagi Alexander gets them started, and now she will switch sides and go from the other way. This time there is a reception. It'll be a free ball to Lucas. Set down the middle for Boes. Grover's there. It somehow gets pushed across, but out of bounds. 2-0 Seneca East.
Nice dig right there from Shelby Grover, but just ended up floating over top. Trav went out of play. To the point we'll go to the Tigers, and 2-0 early here for Seneca East to start.
In system this side. Back set for Cockerty. Stays alive. Stanley across, and it just inside the line. Good start for Seneca East. It's 3-0.
It's a tough play to make back there, to decide whether to go after it or not. And that was Blackledge not being able to decide, Trav, whether to play that line or just let it, drop and see if it went out. Ended up falling in and staying in as Tigers. 3-0 here early.
In system, Lucas, quick set over, taken by Bogner. Cross shot, finished off. Everything going Seneca East way here to start on the Sutton Bank replay. Caroline going cross court. Short serve, and it's an ace. Got to think Lucas has not been here in quite a while. You got those nerves going right now.
Trav, I think if it gets to 6-0, you burn a timeout here just to start things off. You don't want to get too far in a hole in this first set. As Seneca East starting fast here early.
In system again, back to Shelby Grover. And it's a point. Lady Cubs on the board. Shelby Grover. And she's starting in the back, so they haven't been able to really get it to go to her. However, this time, the back set to her on the back line. She's able to get an angle and a finish.
Well, Trav, if they're able to set her up for opportunities, more than likely she's going to cash in. So that's something Seneca East has to prepare for and has to game plan for to kind of shut down the Cubs and Grover.
Little off-speed swing by Boes. Makes it 6-1. And it's just that you fake the hard swing and then just a light tap for the finish. Riley Stanley into the net. 6-2. Service back to the Lady Cubs. We have our first substitution for the libero. Olivia Brown checks in for the Lady Cubs. Cockerty with the serve. In system, big swing off the block, stays alive. Chance for Lucas. And it's a finish. Olivia Brown checks in and makes it 6-3.
Exactly what the Cubs need to do. Did a great job setting it up right there, getting it across the net, just making Seneca East work. And now they've cut this just a 3-6 lead.
Another short serve received. Back set dinked. Grover into the net. I think she wanted to try and make an adjustment at the last second and just mishit it. Knocks it out of bounds, and Seneca East back up by 4 as Kagi will serve. Back set, Grover, big swing, but it's out. So they've gotten it to Grover here early on, but she's just unable to make a play thus far. Maybe a little bit of the jitters, like we said, against a big line from Seneca East. And a double hit. Another mistake for Lucas.
Got to try to limit those as much as possible here in the early goings. Then, of course, when they're able to set up Shelby Grover, you got to be able to capitalize. They're playing that strong front line, as you mentioned, Trav. A lot of height, too. And great job getting up and blocked from that front line from Seneca East.
Back set to Grover off the block, stays alive. Over to Bogner. Back line finish, 10-3. And we'll get a substitution as Abigail Smith will check in for Malia Strickler. This is kind of like the start from the Monroeville Buckeye Central match where Monroeville really took control of that first set early. Nearly an ace it will be.
Osborne went down to dig that one out, but just unfortunately went out of play for the Lady Cubs. As Seneca East beginning to pour it on here in this first set, now up 7 points.
Grover finishes it off. It's 11-4. And there's the first kill by Shelby Grover tonight. So we have a couple substitutions in here for the Lady Cubs. Boyer will go back to serve. In system, back set, dinks it over the top as Lucas goes into the net.
Great play right there from Boes. Decided not to, use the authority there, just kind of finesse move, just put it right over top. Able to drop in, didn't really matter anyways. Lucas hit the net, but now she'll be back to serve, will be Maddie Boes.
Grover somehow keeps it up. That's Daniel. They'll get another chance. To the back line. Right at the net and finishes.
Another one of those just little tap, dinks right over Trav. We'll get a timeout here from Paige Sauter and the Lucas Cubs. Down 13-4 here in this first set.
The start you exactly needed if you're the 1 seed. Just take control early, get your opponent on their heels. As you take a look at head coach Greg Hendricks, keeping his players upbeat. Daniel saying go Lady Cubs. Billy, go Cubs. Michael, go Cubs. They're going to need a spark here if they want to get back into this set. (13-4). Brandy, let's go Maddie and Hillary. Lady Tigers. April, go Tigers and Boses. Cheering for you from Las Vegas.
Ooh.
You think there's a line on this match in Vegas?
I'm not sure.
Grover gets the finish. 13-5. As Shelby will get her first attempts from the service line tonight. In system, adjustment though, gives Lucas a chance. To the line, dinked, stays up. Back across. Big pass. It'll be a free ball. Blocked, stays up though. But into the net, 2 straight for Lucas, 13-6.
Great job right there from Osborne. Deflecting that one and had nowhere to go. Sending that one back to the court. As Lucas now starting to settle down a little bit, Trav. But
nice. Just Midkiff able to keep it alive, but nobody there. It's 14-6. 8-point Lady Tiger lead. Elena Chapman with the serve, nearly gets an ace. But it's finished by Maya Midkiff. Midkiff, the freshman, the head coach Paige Sauter is really high on this season. Helped that 3-pack of punches with Grover, Cockerty, and her. That's blocked, kept alive. It'll be a free ball. Seneca East by 7. Make it 8. Haley Boes.
great setup right here, and then the spike, and nobody's home for Lucas as they're not able to dig that one up. I believe that was Boyer who tried to. As now it'll head back to Seneca East here to serve.
Hillary Bogner. Cross shot kept up. Back set. Lucas into the net. The Lady Tiger lead up to 9 now, 16-7. Into the Raptors, and nobody able to get it. Lucas back on the board. That thing hung up there like you were in the Sky Dome.
Yeah, Trav, that's a hard play to make. You know when you got to adjust to when it's hitting some of the rafters up here. I believe it was Kegi Alexander try to, locate it, Trav, but it's kind of hard when it's pinballing off everything up in the ceiling.
Chance for Lucas to get back in it. Instead, that's into the net, 4 hits. And if you're Seneca East, you just want to exchange points.
And Trav, it just seems as if everything is so hard for the Cubs to get done, and every point it seems like they're, just Seneca East makes it look so easy at times, especially, defensively getting some of those blocks as Grover, this one, not able to send it back over as it'll fly out of play, as now Seneca East has ballooned their lead to 10.
It's an ace. Kegi Alexander back to serve. It's a short one. And it's an ace.
So far, Trav, just 2 kills here in this set for Shelby Grover. Haven't been able to really set her up. Too many opportunities here tonight. Seneca East has been all over it. It's not trying to put this one away here in this first set.
Block, but out. Lucas back on the board. 19-9 as Brianna Osborne checks back in. She will serve. Bit of a let ball there. Over the Boes, off the block. Set up for Grover. Dinks on the adjustment.
Wow.
Grover again, off the block. Ooh, that looked like that was going out. Instead, it'll be a chance for Seneca East. Kept alive. And into the net.
I believe that was Alana Chapman, Trav, for Seneca East. Somehow, some way.
I think they call that a pancake, too.
Oh, they call it a pancake.
Just get your hand underneath it.
That's awesome. I think Shelby Grover, when she got her hand underneath it, was even a bit surprised. She thought that
yeah, Lucas thought they had the point there, but they did not. We'll take a look here at the replay, that whole play coming up. But you saw it was a bit of a misadjustment to Grover, so she had to change the pace and then just got to get that hand underneath. Stayed alive. As the Lady Tigers are 5 points away from taking set number 1 here this evening. Becky saying go Cubs. Once again, want to welcome everybody watching live and free this evening on the OH Report Facebook and YouTube channels. Over 200 people watching this evening. Stanley gets the serve after the timeout. Big swing, overpass, yummy flip down by Shelby Grover.
Yummy ball opportunity, Trav. And Shelby Grover eats it all up, sends it back down. And now Lucas just 10 points away, Trav. They've struggled here in this first
Quite
set.
the hole to get out of, but just out.
That was a close one, too.
Let's take a look at the replay. Yep, just beyond the line. 21-10, Seneca East.
Guess I'll ask you, Trav, what's it going to take for Lucas?
A lot more of that.
Yeah. There was the answer for you, folks.
But you've seen that Lucas kind of has settled in, but it may be too little too late for this first set. But can they keep that in the second set where they can exchange points instead of going down on long runs by Seneca East? We'll just have to wait and see. That swing blocked up. Set up for Grover. Dinks it, but Bogner's there. Now she gets the swing and finishes it. 22-11.
And you mentioned, Trav, they've been trading points here for the last couple of minutes, but, you know, Seneca East started the game. It was 6-0 before, I believe, before Lucas even got their first point. And the Tigers just been too much. And when they do get the opportunity to get Shelby Grover involved, it usually works in their, in their favor, but just not enough opportunities as this one goes right into the net. And now Seneca East just 2 points away from taking set one.
23-11. Boes the serve. That's in. Blocked and stays in. Set point. Seneca East. 13 set points coming up on the Ohio Valley Manufacturing scoreboard.
Shelby Grover trying to plead her case, Trav. I don't know if you saw her. She's talking to one of the officials.
This will be a free ball. Right down the middle, kept up. Grover with just a little dink. And it's out. We play on. 24-12.
Too much there from Snee. Ended up going out of play and helps out the Cubs here. Gives us a free one. Still a big climb to get back in this one, Trav, for the Cubs.
Blocked, stays up. It'll be a free ball. Seneca East can finish the set off right here. Bogner, again, too strong.
Saying she deflected it.
Yep, they did. It's deflected and down. Seneca East takes set one, 25-12. We'll take a break. Be back with set number 2 right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond. In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Seneca East takes set one, 25-12 to lead 1-0 here in the match. Travis Berardi back here with the illustrious Garret Parlett, and Seneca East looking like the 1 seed so far.
Yeah, Trav, they flexed their muscles there in that first set, limiting Lucas's opportunity and making Lucas kind of beat themselves at times with a couple miscues. But here in the second set, Trav, I thought we mentioned it towards the end of that first set that Seneca East was able to pull out. That there's a couple things that Lucas was able to do. They started settling down, but it just seemed as if it was just too late. They can't let these big runs, from the Tigers go. Volleyball, big momentum game. And when Seneca East has got the momentum and they're going on runs of 6, 7, 8. It's just not going to be able to do it here tonight against 1 seed here in this district. So we'll see if Shelby Grover and the Lucas Cubs got something up their sleeve here in the second set to start fast.
Well, when you're the underdog, you need to play perfect and have your opponent make some mistakes, and that has not been the case so far. Seneca East looking like the number 1 seed here in this district. As we get ready to get back to action, Osborne will serve for the Lady Cubs. Also in our other match, Lady Lex able to take set 1. They trail 10-5 in set number 2. Back set swing, cross shot. Was it tipped? We'll have a conversation.
I thought it was in, Trav, to be honest with you.
Nope. Lady Cubs. So like I said, they need a couple things to go their way as well, and that's one of them. 1-0 Lucas. Short serve. Good reception. Over the Boes. Finishes it off. It's 1-1.
Boes, a big impact player here for the Tigers. We talked about her pregame. Heck of a player here for the Tigers. Has led them all season. Going to have to do it here tonight again. And so far she is. Now we're all tied at 1s in the second set.
Stanley the serve. Grover with a push. Overpass into the net. 2-1 Lucas.
A little bit too strong there from Seneca East. I believe that was Caroline Kagi.
In system, Boes.
Good night.
Boes looking like Maddie Daniel out there from the first match. Just a big swing and connection.
Yeah, Trav, it's gonna be hard to be able to dig some of those up. I mean, with that kind of speed and heat on that puppy. Good luck defending that.
Blocked and down. Boes right there again.
Looking like Dikembe Mutombo, Trev. No, not in my house. Spiking that one down.
3-2. And these serves have really thrown Lucas out of system and they've kept the ball away as that's mishit. Kept the ball away from Grover because of the way they've served the ball.
And, the miscues like we just seen from Lucas, those can't happen against this team like Seneca East. You got to make them work. They're just making it look too easy here at the beginning of the second set.
And another mishit into the nets. 5-2.
And this is those runs we were talking about, Trav, when Seneca East gets going. The Cubs had the 2-1 advantage. Was it 2-0, Trav?
It's 2-0.
2-0. So it's a 5-0 run here for the Lady Tigers. See if they can get an ace here, if Lucas is able to get this back over.
Grover finishes it. That time they were able to be in system, and they finish it off.
Same thing with Boes, Trav. If they're able to set up Grover on the other side, I mean, it's going to be tough to defend them, but it's getting it to her, and plays like that, Trav, when they're in system, as you've mentioned, it's a bit tougher when they're not.
A miss hit. 5-4. Maddie Boyer to serve. Back set the Boes, and it's off the block and down. 6-4.
I think Grover thought that
it went the other way.
I thought she.
Yeah, it hit the top,
Yeah.
that tape on the top, but it just stayed down. And that'll be 4 hits. 7-4. Grover too strong. 8-4. Boes back to serve. Midkiff with the swing and an error. 8-5.
So the Cubs at least hanging in there, Trav, right now. Just down 3 points. Still right in this second set if they can get some things going. And if they limit some of the miscues that they're having, they'll be right back into this game as Seneca East able to return it over.
Nearly an ace. Instead, it'll be a chance for Seneca East. Bogner blocked and down. Now you're starting to see a little confidence by Lucas as they're sticking around And you've seen some frustration on the other side by Seneca East.
And you got to be able to have that confidence, Trav. You got to be able to have some of that swag and, you know, come in here and think that you can win this game. If you don't think you're going to be able to win it, you're not going to be able to. And
just too strong.
That one was close.
Grover was able to get the overpass, but the Lady Cubs just unable to finish. It's 9-6. Selena Chapman will now serve. Double hit. 10-6. And I know some of those Monroeville players and fans that stuck around and after watching that first set kind of probably a little anxious, but then now they're probably getting some better information on this Seneca East team in this second set. Right at the net, Joust missed, but flicked down.
Great vision right there. I believe that's from Osborne.
It
just
was.
finding the right spot on the floor when nobody's there to recover for the Tigers.
10-7. In system down the middle. And that
was a pancake.
Stayed up. So we have one on both sides so far. Bogner dug up, but a miss hit. 11-7.
I think the feeling in the gym is even a little bit differently, Trav. Now that the Cubs have been able to hang in a couple times, Cockatee there just kind of overset that one, wasn't allow Shelby able to get a hand on it. Is this one
overpassed and a yummy? And you got to think maybe one or two more points get away than Sauter. Coach Sauter will be calling a timeout here. Seneca East now, they're getting comfortable again too.
Yeah.
See them getting back to their game. Down the middle, little dink, stays alive. Back set, cross-court shot, dug up. To the net, dinked. Down the line, big swing and finish by Osborne.
Osborne playing solid here for the Cubs in the second set. We've seen her just a few minutes ago with that little dink over trap. This time using the spike, using the authority. This one finds the floor. Now again, Cubs hanging in here, just down 4.
This will be a free ball. Lucas has a chance to get back-to-back points if they can execute. Seneca East now with a chance. Bit of an overpass and knocked out of bounds. It's out. Lucas does get 2 points in a row. It's 12-9. You see looking for the block, but then both those front line players from Lucas brought the hands down, seeing the direction of the ball.
Is that
We do have a condensation break.
Yes, I finally got one on the broadcast.
Condensation break. A little bit of moisture on the floor here in our second consecutive match. Hayden Gray is hating himself right now. He loves when we have these. In system, big swing, dug up. Blackledge gets it back over. Another in-system play for Seneca East. Off the block, overpass. Right back to Lucas, push back over. Hectic play here on the net. And into the net. Lucas has 3 straight points. It's a 2-point set. Timeout, Seneca East.
Look at that.
The Lady Cubs are in this second set.
And they need that too. Some of that swagger, some of that juice, Travis. Now finally starting to come back for Lucas. They got to form a run of their own. They're doing so right here as in a 3-0 run.
And you just have the feeling they need this second set. If Seneca East goes up 2-0, that might just take the wind out of the sails. But if they can somehow claw their way back and get a second set, it may be a completely different match. But Seneca East, they're the 1 seed for a reason. Playing competitive volleyball in a very, very competitive Northern 10 conference. You saw them go 5 sets at Buckeye Central and pull out the victory. So you got to think that, hey, we're okay. We just need to calm down.
Yeah, Trav, not only are the teams going at it on the floor, but the student sections are also. Lucas switched sides so they could be face-to-face with Seneca East.
Received by Lucas. Grover from the middle, kept up. That was Chapman. Right side, another overpass. Blackledge brings it back. Stanley off the block and down. 13-10. And you got to think, most of these students in the student section are football players. Who would win between Lucas and Seneca East? I think that'd be a really good game.
It would be a good game.
Both teams, congratulations to both schools, will be playing in week 11. As the Lady Tigers out of the timeout get 2 straight points to extend its lead to 14-10.
And they immediately fix the problems that they've been having in that timeout call from the coach. And now they're on a little run of their own, Trav. And if you're Coach Sauter, when does your timeout come out of your back pocket if Seneca East continues to go on the run?
I'd probably, if it gets out to 6-7 points. Miss hit over the net. Blackledge into the net. So 3 straight out of the break. In system. Down the middle, Dink stays alive. Adjustment made, but Lucas will get another chance. Blocked and down, Seneca East. Boes again.
Well, Boes had a couple big-time blocks already here tonight. Substitution here for the Cubs. Be Cockerty checking in for Lucas.
Lucas needs Grover to get back on that front line. In system, but a double hit.
So since the 3-0 run, Trav, it's been a 5-0 run here on the other side for Seneca East. Beginning to pull away, and as you mentioned, Trav, once it gets to 7, Sauter would call a timeout, and she does as Lucas takes one.
Yep. Sometimes coaches know exactly when to call a timeout, and Coach Hendricks did. As a 5-0 run afterwards has Seneca East up 7 points here in set number 2. Vermillion up 24-15 in that second set against Lexington. Make it 24-16. So out of the timeout, Seneca East 8 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. Back set swing too strong.
That's what great teams do, Trav, is they're able to, handle adversity, handle the runs that the opposing team's going to give. In this case, Lucas, they had a big run. They got them back in the game. They're down just 2 points, and now Seneca East is, flexing on them once again. Now they're up 8 points. We'll see if the Tigers can close this out or the Cubs can get back into this game, as this one, I believe, will be out of play, and Lucas will stop the bleeding.
18-11. But yeah, you saw them keeping it within 2-3 points there until that timeout, when you finally saw that big run give the Tigers some breathing room. Over the Boes. Dinks stays alive. This will be a free ball. Setting up Boes this time down the middle, and she finishes. Easy for her right there. $19-11. This will be a free ball. In system for Boes. Yep. 20-11. As the scoreboard's gone out.
Little scoreboard malfunction, Trav.
Somebody tripped over the wire or something. So how long until we get a let's play football chant from one of these student sections?
Travis, I was literally going to say that the next time I spoke.
Because you heard them doing it, we can't hear you.
Yep.
Like,
I was waiting for someone to pull out the let's play football chant.
However, Seneca East in D6, Lucas in D7. But we know those Lucas Cubs, they'll play anybody.
Anywhere.
Set over. Left side dinked and down. (21-11). An 8-point run. Gets it out to 10.
Curious to what head coach Greg Hendricks, Trav, kind of adjustments he made in the timeout, because it's been a completely different team out here on the floor since they've been on this run. And Grover just trying to tap it over, but not enough arc on that one.
A miss hit on the set. Grover tried, but couldn't get it over. Overpass, it's an ace. Tigers 2 points away from going up 2-0. Another overpass. They can finish it here. Boes does that indeed. 24-11, set point coming up. Stanley will serve. Grover finally with a swing, but it's blocked and down. That's how set 2 will end. Seneca East out of the timeout. A 13-1 run to take a 2 sets to none lead. We'll take a break, be back with set 3 right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Number 1 receiver coming from the Shelby Whippets, Isaiah Ramsey.
He's caught our attention over here, and we're certainly going to keep an eye on the Willard flashes.
We will see you next week on the Stat Leaders, brought to you by Spitzer of Mansfield.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, he just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
(25-11). Seneca East takes set number 2 after finishing out on a 12-1 run, or a 13-1 run. Travis Berardi alongside Garret Parlett. You got to give the student section, at least from Lucas, some credit right now. They actually had a push-up off down here as the Lucas Cubs, as our man there in the black beater, defeated the Seneca East guy. But that's the only thing that's gone right for Lucas so far this evening.
Yeah, it's been all Tigers here, Trav, and here the crowds get into it. Both student sections going at it, but so far Seneca East has dominated this entire matchup. And I've had a couple lapses, Trav, where Lucas has got back into the game and have kind of been hanging tough with Seneca East at times, but for the majority of the game and majority of the sets, it's been all Tigers here tonight.
Underway in set 3. And the Tigers will get a chance of going up 1-0 here. Stays alive, though. But it's out. 1-0 Seneca East. Winner gets number 2 seeded Monroeville Thursday night right back here. You can watch it live and free on the OH Report. as a service error ties things up at 1. Now Seneca East can finish this off. Man, what a match that will be on Thursday night.
Yeah, Trav. It'll be, two of the powerhouses here. Monroeville, Seneca East kind of new to the scene this year for dominating in volleyball, and this one spiked down from Boes. It's going to deflect off of Strickler there.
And if you're head coach Kendra Snook and company, you got to try and keep the ball away from Boes when she's on that front line. And an ace.
You got to avoid the runs, too, from Seneca East. They go on massive runs and kind of just put the game away on the runs. We've seen the first set, Trav, they started fast, ended fast, and then the second set, you mentioned it when we first came back, 13-1 to finish that second set. So get a bit of the weather, some of those storms, as this one will be a service error on the Tigers.
Back-to-back service errors. That's something you rarely see from Seneca East. It's Lucas, chance to tie this up early with a point. But there's Boes, and there's the finish. Just clean play right there to finish that off.
Yeah, she's been pretty good tonight, hasn't she, Trev?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Grover with the adjustment. This will be a free ball. Lucas will get another chance here. They are in system. Grover, yes. Head coach Greg Hendricks saying she's going to hit it right here. We need to be there. For 3, Seneca East here in set number 3. Boyer to serve. Wow, what a swing. And it will be a point. For a second, you might have thought that might be out. But because it was dropping so quickly, they had to make a play on it.
Yeah.
Boes the serve. And it's an ace. Little miscommunication there by the Lady Cubs. 2 players collided nearly. It turns into a point. Maddie, ready to go again. Left side. Nice passing, set up down the middle, blocked by Grover. But into the net is Lucas. 7-3. I would say the way Seneca East has played this year, it's been a changing of the guard in the Northern 10, but they didn't even win their conference because Mohawk was the #1 team. Seneca East tied Buckeye Central. Bogner with the finish.
It's looking like, Trav, we could see that rematch from the beginning of the season where Seneca East won that one. I know that was early in the season, so both teams have matured a little bit and have changed. So it's going to be a great matchup, Trav, if Seneca East can hold on, or will the Cubs come back, as this one will help their favor. Service error from Boes and the Tigers.
Well, that's been the thing as well in the last few years. It seems like Monroeville has played a team that has beaten them in the regular season, and they've gotten their act together and end up winning. So this will be interesting to see, because these will be two very, very good teams meeting if Lucas is unable to make the miraculous comeback here down 2-0. (9-4) Seneca East leads. Make it 10-4. So Jory Skoronsky messaging in. Yesterday was Happy Bologna Day. Today it's Happy Chucky the Notorious Killer Doll Day.
Oh, no. Do not be talking about that. It's too close to Halloween.
And Chucky just killed off the run as Lucas back on the board, 10-5.
Seneca East student section could have just jinxed this entire operation, Trav. They're hitting with the start the buses chant. I know that they're up 2-0, but still a risky chant, but hey, they got confidence in their team, and rightfully so as they get this one to go.
Well, we saw in the first match, Monroeville was 4 points away with Maddie Daniels serving and started to chant. She hit it in the net and immediately stared right at the student section like, dude, you just jinxed me. Double hit. That's something you can use anywhere. The "you can't do that" chant, you can use that in any sport. Normally for basketball, but honestly, any sport. Third service error of the set by the Lady Tigers. They lead by 6. Chance for the Lady Cubs. Dinked and down. 2 straight. 12-7. Back set swing, hits the block, but stays on Lucas's side. 13-7. Boes down the middle, off the block and down. You just knew it was going to her.
Yeah, I think she overhit it too, but it was deflected from Lucas.
Yep.
So they extend their lead up 7, Trev, just 11 points away from closing this one out in 3 sets.
Lucas in system, back set swing, off the block, stays up at the net. And Seneca East is into the net, 14-8. Osborne will get back to serve. In system for Boes.
I'll tell you what, if Monroeville wants to beat them, they're going to have to be able to settle down Boes, Trav.
On the other side, Seneca East going to have to settle down Daniel.
Good point.
Overpass, but miss hit. Lucas with the point.
No quit in these Cubs, Trav. They're continuing to try to do anything they can to get back into this game. We've seen them go on stretches where they're able to hang with Seneca East. Now down just 6 points. Let's see how much fight they have in the rest of this contest.
Too strong, 16-9. Caroline to serve. Miss hit. Back-to-back errors by the Lady Cubs. 8 points away for Seneca East.
Beginning to feel it, Trav, for the Tigers and these fans.
And an ace. Grover from the middle, too strong. 10-point set. Timeout, Lucas. Well, while we have a moment, let's take a look in at the Lady Lex Vermilion match. Vermilion up 17-8 in the third set. Match is tied at 1.
So Lexington got out to the board early, Trav. Won that first set.
Well, we got the football champ, but it's the other football. They want to play soccer.
Lucas got a soccer team?
Apparently.
Here it is, Trav. Here it is.
Man, that'd be a... Yeah, that would be quite the matchup. Neither school has a soccer team, I'm pretty sure. I know Lucas doesn't. I'm sure Seneca East doesn't either. But, hey, why not? Boes. Oh, it's Doug. Overpass. Yummy stays alive. Bogner off the block. Grover's there with the attempt. It'll be pushed back over. Bogner again. In system for Grover. Yes.
That's the most fight I think I've seen all night from the Cubs here, Trav, on that possession. Great volley, great back and forth. Grover was able to save that one, was just sticking that elbow out there, Trav, and then they were able to capitalize. And now just down 9 here in the third set.
Let ball. Boes. Campfire ball for the finish. 20-10. Nearly an ace. It'll be a free ball, but instead miscommunication. Tigers 4 points away. Back set for Grover, yes.
Great set right here for Grover, finding a spot and try to dig those ones up, Trav, and get them back across when Grover's one swinging.
Now she'll take the service line. Finished off. Boes, Haley Boes with the finish. 3 away.
I think they're just naming various activities, Trav. Thought I heard maybe spike ball.
Double hit. Yeah. Cornhole.
Gotta wait till next year. I never heard that one.
Overpass into the net. I'm thinking, is Seneca East on Lucas's schedule next year for football? I don't know. Nonetheless, match point for Seneca East. $13 match points. And it's out, it's over. It's a final. Seneca East sweeps the Lucas Cubs. And we'll move on to the district final where they will face Monroeville. We'll take a break and be back with our MVP. You're watching high school volleyball live and free on the OH Report.
Very nice look to Denbo. Well, behind the back move. Oh my goodness, ankle breaker. And it's the shot. Wow.
Are you aggressive in traveling? Are you trapping? inside to Holloway.
2-on-2 fast break. Ramsey has it, takes it herself, off the glass, and Curfew comes back.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
I'm Travis Big League Berardi. Catch me every week with my Country Roads rankings. We'll go over the small school top 10 football schools here in the area. Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Time now for our Smitty's Pizza Company MVP, and it is Seneca East senior outside hitter Madelyn Boes. First of all, congratulations on this district semifinal victory. Just take me through the game. What went right for you guys in this match?
So our serve was really good today. We kept them out of system, and we kept our energy up, which I kind of think shut them down, and that's how we pushed ahead.
It seemed like any time you guys were in system and it was set up for you, you were just going to swing as hard as you could and get it over. Is that what you usually do?
Yeah,
that's tall and a
that's
striker
kind of
like
the goal until I get blocked, and then maybe I'll switch it up. But
pretty much handled Lucas easily in the first set, 25-12. It was 13-11 in that second set. Coach calls a timeout. What did he say to you guys? Because after that, you went on an 8-0 run and finished off the set easily.
we just kind of had to regroup, keep our energy, bring it back up, and yeah, stay in system, swing, and that was all.
You know, the Northern 10, a really tough conference, a lot of successful teams this season. You beat Buckeye Central twice. You played with Mohawk, Cary, the other squads. Just what's gone right for you guys this year to be so successful with a tough schedule?
So we started the season off. We beat Monroeville. That was really big for us. And then we just beat the record for most wins in the school. So that's super, super huge.
That is.
N10 play was tough, but I think we were 10-4. Something like that.
I have that right here, actually. You guys were 10-4. You tied Colonel Crawford for second in the conference, 3 games behind Mohawk. You mentioned Monroeville. You beat them second game of the season, 3-1. What's it going to take to knock them off again in a district championship, the district that they've won 4 straight years, to move on to regionals?
Yeah, we're going to have to keep our energy really high, keep our offense rolling, and really match their defense to play with them, keep our serves good, and yeah.
All right. Lastly, as always, you want to look into the camera, give anybody a shout-out that you'd like, go for it.
Shout out Grit Training. We trained with them all winter. We really changed how we play the game.
All right. There you go. Congratulations, Madelyn Boes, and good luck on Thursday for a district championship.
Thank you.
There you have it. Madelyn Boes, our MVP, brought to you by Smitty's Pizza Company. So take a look at the final one more time. 3-0, a sweep of Seneca East. Bring Garret, Parlett back in there, but yeah, Madelyn Boes, one of those playmakers that can change a match.
Yeah, Trev, we're going to have 2 playmakers on Thursday
will.
going at it. Maddie Daniels, and with plenty of others on both sides, but just to highlight it to the two Maddies going at it, Trev. It's going to be a special night on Thursday, so if you like high school volleyball and you like Travis on the call, tune in on Thursday.
Lady Cubs finished the season, another great season, a sectional championship season, 16-9. But for Seneca East, it is that rematch with number 2 Monroeville, live and free back here at Willard on Thursday night. A little update from Seneca East High School. Vermilion took the third set, 25-20, to lead 2-1. Lexington currently leading 3-1 in set number 4. Head on over, well, right on our main Facebook stream on our timeline, we have that. And then the main channel on YouTube will have this match. Brian Skoronsky, Bobby Weaver, former coach, Hall of Fame coach, I believe, on the call there. But that'll wrap it up from here. Also tomorrow, Division II District Girls Soccer Semifinal from Lexington. Perkins, Ontario, Clear Fork, I believe, and Lexington. Yeah, Madison. Yeah. They beat Madison. So, yeah. We'll have 4 teams playing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that'll do it. Let's wrap things up and get out of here. Want to thank everybody who helped make this possible today. Hayden Gray on the camera. Garret Parlett here as well on color commentary. Everybody back at BS Media Productions, OH Report. Adam Thompson, Brian Skoronsky, Jory Hollenbeck, Storm Blunchley. Scoreboard sponsor, Ohio Valley Manufacturing. Replay sponsor, Sutton Bank. MVP sponsor, Smitty's Pizza Company. And our pregame, postgame sponsor, The Stove Depot. Sutton Bank, also a commercial sponsor. Want to thank the folks here at Willard High School as well as the OHSAA for allowing us to bring these matches to you during the tournament live and free. And most importantly, we want to thank you, the fans, for watching. Over 500 people combined between the 2 matches live watching. I know those numbers will probably go up as well. But any final words before we leave, G?
I'm excited for Thursday, Trav. It's going to be a great matchup.
As am I. For Garret Parlett, I am Travis Berardi saying so long from Willard.